It's just a finished screenshot with a black background. In Illustrator, you can take it and finish it in Photoshop, but it's just simply starting out. There's different graphics on the page that you can take a look at to start this off. So basically it has a image on the left and the right and the top and the bottom, just to show you some samples of the different graphics of the different logos, and using the gradients for the sorted colors to get some of the kind of the rainbow look to it. Just a circle with the stroke added on, make it a little thicker, and then we'll zoom in to the top part of the musical note that you have. So zoom in just a little bit here. So it's just taking a rectangle and using the shear tool to angle it. You could try to draw it from scratch, but that makes sure that everything's connected. Doing the elliptical shape down for the bottom of the note, and then the pen tool just to get the staff there, and then duplicating that across and just using the white arrow tool for the direct selection to then select those three items and use the shape builder to put them together. And you pretty much have it. It's not terribly difficult, but it'll give you that selection in there. So just kind of zoom out a little bit. Sometimes the icon has the rounded rectangle shape on the outside. Sometimes it doesn't. You can use some of the drop shadow, just a black background just to make it stand out. And using the align to center everything up there is one of the options. The second is to take this, just kind of center it a little bit, and take this into Photoshop. This is just giving a little bit of a bevel and emboss, so you're hopefully getting some practice at using all of the layer styles in Photoshop. And here, when you paste them in, you have the Smart Object Path shape layer. Depending on which one, Pixels just brings everything in so you can start to work with it. The other ones are the opposing sides, so we'll just try it again. In Illustrator, you can take a look. This has the appearance panel, is going to show a little bit of the segment if it has any of the effects that you can take off and then copy and paste it into that. So it looks like we're good to go. So we can just go back to the Photoshop file and just paste it in there as pixels. If you do it as paths, then you can control it, and Smart Object lets you come back into Illustrator and modify it, and it will update in Photoshop. So here it just has a background layer. Just use the Option tab to hit Option Delete or the Command button and fill it in with whatever color. You can quickly do that and just put a gray in the background. So here, just kind of squeezing the menu on there. There's the bevel and emboss with a little bit of a size from piece shading chisel hard to a smoother piece, if you like. Just trying to take a look at the different options that you have to build that up. Changing the lighting. Remember, the global lighting will affect all of the different layer styles effects, so you can turn that on or off. See which one you have. The drop shadow you can interact with right on the screen, and you can change the opacity and the filter and the softness for it. So there it is, just with a gray background. Not too bad. That, and this is if you want to do like a tone on top. Here's a selection on a blank layer. So you fill it with a darker color. Here's if you hold the Command key, it's going to select what's on that layer. If you include the keystrokes, the Option is going to exclude it. The Option Shift is going to intersect it. And depending on which ones, those are just some keystrokes that you can apply. And change the opacity to multiply, or change the layer style to multiply, and the opacity you can lower down. But it's just a modification you can make. It doesn't have to be there. Just showing it to you. I tend to like it just as the clean button on the outside edge. So there you have it. You can just easily place that on there, create a screenshot of that one, and it's just a simple piece trying to get you with the final segment.